All right, my friends, welcome to class 3. So last class, everything was all about getting a little bit stronger. Now we're gonna add some more balance and stretching challenges and also a little bit more combinations by holding our weight on one leg. So let's start with the warm-up. Now, since we're gonna do a little bit more challenging exercises, I want us to focus a little bit more on opening up that chest. So we're already here. We're gonna start lifting the arms, lifting that gaze up into the sky, soft, and bring them down. Going into already here, shoulder rolls, adding arms to the front and opening the chest. Let's do that again. Shoulder rolls. Open. And as you see, I'm engaging more of the upper body, rounding the back. Only doing shoulder rolls here. Activating that chest with us as well. Now bring the elbows up. You recognize this probably from class 1 and class 2. So this is a good one to get the joints lubricated, the blood flowing through our shoulders and opening up that chest. All right, more intensity and let's get ready. So here in the warm-up, we're already going in to the rotation without only doing the head. So I want you to activate your back and your chest already here. And now we're going to bend our knees. And shoulder combination, and this one you're familiar with. I'm gonna keep this combination throughout all of the classes in the warm-up sequence. So get familiar with it and see how it progresses for you. Is it easier for you to open that chest? Is it easier for you to get those shoulders warm and much faster? Let's do one more, a little bit higher here. And get ready. We're gonna lower it down, bending those knees. Relax that neck. Going back to the shoulders. One more. Open the arms. We're gonna go for the ball of our feet this time. With a little bit wider stance. Adding arms. And as you guys can see, we have a little bit more intensity in the warm-up here. So it's up to you. If you don't want to use the arms, just go with the feet and the legs. This one you're also already familiar with. Hips open and close. Adding the plie. So just relax the arms, but keep the plie strong. Foot combination for 4. Going directly into rotation. Let's repeat that one. go up for the ball of our foot and extend the legs, almost locking the knees in place, adding the arms. And this is optional, my friends. It's up to you. Let's close the feet. More intensity. This one is one of my favorite ones, actually. Almost like a jogging sequence. Open. And let's do everything from the top, but this time we're gonna go directly into bending those knees. One more. Going into shoulders. Adding heel lift. Open. Here comes the hip rotation. Going into a little foot, little tendu combination here with arms. Shifting that body weight. And as you guys can see, this is more like, I wouldn't say it's sloppy, but it's a little bit more relaxed than a regular tendu that comes after the plie sequence. And since this is the warm-up, you can feel where your body is at today. Now let's do other side rotation so we don't forget about it. Lifting those arms and coming all the way down. Flat back with the arms in front of you, coming down. Lifting the arms, coming all the way down. Flat back, arms in front of you, and down. Let's take one leg back. We're gonna extend and open, and down. Shift, switch legs, open, reach up to the sky, and shift, switch legs. Now rotation of the arm this time. Shift, switch, rotation, shift, bend your knees, round your back, vertebra by vertebra, come all the way up, opening up that chest. First position. Let's go into plie. So plie is super important that you guys feel where your body is at today. So for example, now since we have time to do everything a little bit slower, see how deep you can go without lifting those heels, and don't forget about the arms. Using the music now. We're gonna go into that grand plie. Heels down. Second position. Now keep your heels down on the floor. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Watch your knees. And come in. Lift and down. Lift and down. Open and close. Let's do the plie sequence one more time. grand plie, all the way down, lifting the heels, knees out, bringing the heels down, and out, open. So when you do come down in the grand plie in the second position, try to keep your knees out as much as possible. Third position, only the arms. Open. Third position, other side. And this time we're going to add the plie to this one. Switching sides. Flat back, let go, and lift yourself up with a flat back, closing first, open. Come all the way down in parallel position, lift yourself up, closing first, back to parallel. So working those inner thighs, close, and open, bring it in. A little body weight shifting. We're gonna have more and more body weight shifting and transitions coming into class number 4 and 5. So here you get a few examples to work on. Let's do a little side bend, round your back and open. Reach, round your back and open. And close. Going back into that plie combination. So the plie combination is basically the same in all of the classes. So when you do it, ask yourself, are my knees over my toes? Are my hips open? Do I lift my heels too fast when I go down into grand plie? How far can I go into grand plie in second position without losing my balance? Let's do that susu that we did in the last class too. One leg and back to plie. That's so. Bring those legs together like you have one standing leg. Open out. Bring yourself down close in first position. Let's do a balance from first position. A bit of swan lake arms. All the way up and just let go with control. Bring yourself up. Let's do that again. Bring the arms with you. All the way up. Open that chest. Parallel position, lowering down. lifting that chest. Come back down, bend those knees, bring yourself up. Hands on your hips, and let's go into the feet. Switch. So hips square. Lock those knees when you come up. When you go up on your toes, squeeze your glutes. Keep that core engaged throughout the whole thing. Now we're just going to shift from side to side, adding arms to this. Keep ourselves super strong. We're going to go up and down in releve. Heels up and down, blocking those knees, adding some arms. You're probably going to feel a little bit of a burning sensation in your calves after this, especially now with the tempo. So get ready for this one. If at any point you're starting to slouch, bring the hands on your shoulders or back to your hips. Go all the way down. Bring yourself up. Keep those legs together. Thighs super tightly squeezed. Again, up and down. You can do this. Give me a big smile. Think of the strength and the beautiful calf muscles you're developing when you're doing this. Yes. Bring yourself down. Bend those knees. Come all the way down. Stretch. Again, all the way down. And stretch. All the way down. And stretch. Come all the way up. Bring those arms up. Flat back over. Bring the arms forward. Bend those knees, hold that flat back. And bring the arms backwards. Bend the knees, arms front and back. So push your tailbone all the way to the back when you're doing this. Open the feet, wide stance. And feel a little bit from side to side, not too much, not too hard. Coming back to the middle, bend, roll up, and close. Going back to the feet. Adding the arms to this one. Bringing the arms up. Last one. Getting into that tendu. So now when we start to go into the progression of all of these ballet exercises, we're going to shift from doing only one side. So we're going to be working with the front, the side, the back, the encroix movement. Front side, back side. So we're going to be adding more combinations, more work. Now bring those arms up, and we're only going to do to the back. The back is always the most difficult one. Number one, you can't see yourself going to the back, but also your chest wants to go forward. Bring yourself for a little relaxation, come all the way up. And balance up and up. As you guys can see, we are working so much more now with those balances, the combinations. Now this one, you know, we're in jeté. lifting that foot off the floor. Adding the arms. Open the feet, roll down, and with intensity bring yourself up. Every time we do this roll up and down, what you're actually doing is you're stretching the hamstrings, so you're getting longer lines. Side. Going back to the 8s. If you feel comfortable with the arms, just go for it. Let's do that again. For 4. Once. Now let's go to the back. Point flex. Again back. And back to the 8s. Really use the floor to bring that foot up. Don't forget to extend the knee. We're gonna hold it here, playing around with the point and flex. So what we're doing here is we're forcing the standing leg to really be our pillar, creating that strength training, that static hold, while we're holding the leg in the air. Doing entre, front, side, back, side. If you want, go ahead with the arms. For me, I usually feel that the arms help me with the posture, but also when you use the arms, you're creating more strength in the upper body. And of course, with the repetition of the arm movements, you are creating stronger arms as well. Coming up on the toes, bend those knees, and up. I think that this is one of my favorite ones actually. Amazing strength training, and also for the wrist and ankles. Creates a lot of pressure, but it will get you stronger and it will help you with your balance. Open those arms and let's go into that 8 one more time. Other side. Now breathe, my friends. Close. Side. Back. Side. So as you can see, we're playing around a little bit more with those combinations. So don't get too frustrated. When we do them, they are in repetition. So what we're doing is we're working the brain here as well. So we're not getting too comfortable. Alright, come on. A little bit more intensity. Yes. Show me that working face. And come all the way down. Bring ourselves up. plie, front, rond to the side, close, plie, front, rond to the side, and close. Let's do the same thing to the back. Show me that heel. Now without the stopping. So you take a full rond. There you go. A little lift. Now hold it. Close. Down. I introduced this to you guys in class 2, so let's see if you can feel the difference. Is it easier to lift without wobbling side to side? Now we're gonna do from the back to the front, really bringing that heel to the front. Yes. So the trick here is to start lower and lift a little bit higher if you can to the side. Not too much. I'm talking about a few centimeters here and there. I'm gonna breathe into this. And this is just for feeling, my friends. So don't think about technique. Yes, you're doing a little plie, but feel the movement. All right, back to rond. Now lift, open, down. So we're combining everything that we did. 2 ronds. Lifting up, open, down. We're gonna do it from the back. And all of this ballet terminology, if you don't remember what it's all about, go back to the introduction. So rond is basically the half circle. Stay in plie and stretch. Stay in plie. So for all of you terminology nerds out there, when I'm standing in a bend position, this is called a dégagé. Coming up on the toes, see where your balance is at. All right, let's add some arms to this. Combination of rond du jambe par terre. Round with the leg on the floor. Yes, I know, I am repeating myself, but I really want you to learn the terminology. Plie. Only to the back and stretch. Plie, only to the back and stretch. I want us to do this a few more times because this one is a little bit more trickier than just doing ronds. So we're going to focus a little bit extra here on the back. Open, big second position, come all the way down and stretch it out. Shifting that body weight from side to side is usually very fatiguing. You will feel tired in the legs. So by doing all of these stretches in between, these balances in between, not only are we engaging our body, creating more strength, but we're also creating more flexibility that will help us throughout the exercises. Alright, this song, we're gonna do frappés and fondues, and usually you do fondue first and then you do frappé, but I actually did the reverse here, so we're starting with the frappé. Working a little bit extra on that, knocking the foot down to the floor. Only doing side to side first. So we're starting with the frappés, and we're gonna end it with the fondues. Bring the arms if you want to. That usually helps you with the balance. Alright, back to the swing. So in class 2, I talked about the swing, that it's a perfect way for us to get that blood flowing through the hip flexors, but also starting to getting a little bit more warmth in the body and getting rid of that tension. Open now, lift the knee, down, lift the knee, and down. Now lift, rotation with a bent leg, and swing it open. So you're gonna start by lifting the knee, lifting the knee, now lift, rotation, bent knee, up. Let's do that with tempo. Up, 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 up. Open. You're gonna go all the way down for some flexibility and stretch. Coming up, close. Now, if you can't hold the arm in the back like I'm doing, so it's not a back extension, I'm just lifting the arm, allowing my shoulder to be where it wants to be. But if it feels better for you doing this with 2 hands, go for it. Alright, spider, runner's lunge, arms. Now we're gonna do this to the other side. In, let's do it again. In, out. In and out. So use the floor here to bring your legs together. And if it feels uncomfortable for you to keep the legs straight, you can always bend them. Back to the swing. Let's see if you can get some height here, my friends. To melt or melted. So we're basically coming down in a plie on the standing leg, bending the knees at the same time and trying to also straighten the knees at the same time. Arms are completely still to the side, or if you want to have them on your hips, go for it. Swing. Combination. Ready? Yes. Back to the swing. Combination. Rotation. So arms these are optional. If they help you, go for it. But just keep them still. Going down again, but this time we're gonna go directly. So again, if this feels uncomfortable, bend those knees. Now bend, open, come up from the heels. We're gonna try a little stretch here by opening up, holding the balance in a big first position. Now bring your knees in, and you're gonna open again. Now try not to sit, so keep that activity in your glutes. Yes, chest high, open, open, open. There you go. Come all the way over. Stretch, bend the knees, and roll up. A little relaxed here. Do whatever you need to do. Breathe. We're gonna lower this down. This is like a breath, so you're breathing in and out, in and out, in and out. All right, going into Adagio, directly into Passe, extending, coming down, and close. And we're gonna take a little breather in between. In, lift up, open, come down, arms, sideways, keeping that knee out. Doing a little plie if you want to. Maybe try and do something different with the arms. As long as you can keep that leg and you don't fall over. A little bit more experimental here. After each week of doing this class 2 or 3 times a week, you can definitely get into the progression. And if you at any point feel that the progression has been too fast, just go back to the last week's class and do it until it feels good for you. Okay, hands on your shoulders for that grand battement and lift using the floor. Try and keep that knee extended as much as possible. I'm gonna open my arms here for the back for more support. Coming back to the side, you can keep your arms where they are or put them back on the shoulders. It's up to you. Let's do this one more round, but only one on each. So you're gonna go front, side, and back. Finish with a relaxed plie, a sloppy plie. Good job, everyone. Relax, open the legs. Let's go into a side bend. Open, other side, come over and over. Rolling down in a big second position, bending those knees, and stretch, bend, and stretch, bend, and stretch. Close your feet until you come into parallel. Leg back, big round around like we did in the warm-up basically. Give me one more. And now you're gonna switch side. Last one. Come in. Do 2 arms this time. So you're gonna lift yourself up to a runner's lounge. Runner's lunge on the other side with the arms, or just stand still, it's up to you. Coming in, open in first position, bend those knees, come all the way down, open out to the spider. Yes, we're doing a lot of spiders in this one. Remember, 2 heels down. Switching side for the second and first, open. This is also optional, friends. Try your balance. Find it. Does it work with lifting one hand and opening up the chest? Come all the way into first position. Bend those knees. Stretch. Bend those knees. Stretch. And bend. Now you're going to bring the arms with you and lift yourself higher. Keep going all the way down and lift higher. Keep looking up so you don't fall over. Good job, guys. You can do this. Come on. Stay. Open. Bend and release. Bend and release. Bend. Going into the port de bras, so arm movement. Do you know what's coming? This is basically the last thing we do in the class. Beautiful arms, breathe with me. Other side. Open, close. Strong arms. Slowly lift them up. Hold it. Coming into that last balance. Shifting your body weight a little bit from side to side. Tempo. Feel the music. Other side. Ready? Open, relax, and lift yourself up. Release. Beautiful job, my friends.